Um, our school was started 22 years ago. I'll give you a little bit of background about the school. The school was founded by a gentleman named Jerry Sherlock. He had his, he was the producer for The Hunt for Red October, a pretty popular film, and he was working with Robert De Niro at the Tribeca Film Festival, and they kind of noticed this gap in the education for film, that there wasn't a very accessible film school for students. A lot of them were highly competitive, rejected more students than they accepted, and yep.
Before I'm going, I sent you the
awesome.
Excel file.
Thank you so much. So we, Jerry and his team wanted to create a school that was for the people. Film and entertainment is very exciting, and there's so many opportunities for career and professional development in so many aspects. Whether you're the filmmaker or you're on the business side, we wanted to create a school to give you the tools to do that. Film and all these, film is a medium for communication. It's the literature of the 21st century. We're very international, as you're going to learn more. We're over like 40, I would say 40 to 50% international. So the people you take classes with, the people on your team, on your groups, your crews, could be from all over the world. Specifically in our cinematography class, we had a really great section this year. Filmmaker from Ethiopia, from South Africa, from China, from Colorado, in the US. It just varies, and the experience that everyone was bringing was so unique. And then as they're going through the process, they're building relationships both professionally and socially, and that stays with you for the rest of your career. Because truth is, the entertainment industry and the filmmaking industry is not just in the United States. It's international, so the potential for jobs and career and gaining critical acclaim it's a global opportunity. Keep going. We do have locations all over the world. Our master's degree programs are offered in 2 places. You can start in New York, but you have to finish in LA. So it's in New York and LA. You can either do your first year in New York, second year in LA, or you can do both years in LA. All master's degree students have to finish in LA. It's just kind of like a legal thing. New York State is really strict with this stuff. So all of our students go to LA. If you do start in New York, it's kind of nice because the epicenters of film in the US are New York and LA. So if you do both, you get the experience of building a network here, building a network here, or just kind of getting an idea of what it's like to be a filmmaker in New York versus a filmmaker in LA. The same kind of goes for 3D animation, but I should be clear, at this time we don't have an MFA in 3D animation, but we have an excellent 1-year certificate program, which I'll explain as we go forward. In the summers, we have adult programs in most of these locations, so even though you're eligible for an MFA or will be eligible for an MFA, you can also do a short-term workshop. Or you could do the 1-year programs, which I'm going to start explaining. This is what we offer. So you may be a filmmaker, but you know you want to be a director of photography. So you may want to sign up for the 1-year cinematography course. We're going to teach you in intensive levels of education with the lighting and the camera work. That's your sole focus. You're not spending the time writing the scripts anymore. You're using pre-written scripts, or you're using the filmmaking MFA student scripts to shoot your work. So while filmmaking encompasses many different aspects of of the process, the screenwriting, the producing, the directing, you can be specific in what you want to do. So if you only want to be a producer, we have a 1-year producing program for you, or an MFA in producing, where we're really focusing on the business of production, and we help you compile pitches for sitcoms. You put together books. You learn how to be a professional producer right away. Most of our producing students are getting jobs and offers before they even start the 2nd year of the program, because they're trained on such a level. Like producing programs are rare. So this is like kind of like a career focus. I want to be a producer. Our students do really well. They get into a lot of film festivals, and like I said, the job offers. So how it works is all of our day one of every program is the same. So So, and I mean that for filmmaking. So if you were to do a 4-week workshop in filmmaking, or you were to do an MFA in filmmaking, day one's the same. It's really nice for those people who kind of treat our school as like a building block program. If you're not sure you want to do an MFA at the school, but you want to see what our style is like, sign up for the 4-week class, okay? And then you can continue on. You can then go into the 8-week workshop, and then you can commit to a 1 year. But let's say, you know, you could even do 4 weeks of filmmaking, and then you're like, wait, actually, I think I want to do all screenwriting. You can then go into the 1-year screenwriting program. There's a lot of options in how you kind of piece together our education. I should be clear right away, as an international student, you're not eligible for the evening programs unless you have maybe an American passport. But part of what's involved in being an American student on the F1 student visa part of being an international student on the F1 student visa in the United States is you have to take a full-time program, and you cannot work. It's just kind of the rules. So the evening programs are part-time. You can't do them. So for you, you pretty much start at the 4-week workshops and work your way up. I should throw it in there because I saw some faces if I can't work, but once you finish your program, or at least you finish a 1-year program, you become eligible for a program called OPT, and some of you may have heard about that at other presentations, but OPT is called Optional Practical Training. It's a benefit that the U.S. government provides where you apply for a work permit and you can get a job in your field of study. So if you do the filmmaking program, you work as a filmmaker, and all you have to do is work 20 hours a week, and you can make money, you get a social security number in the United States. It's an excellent benefit, and anyone who completes at least a 1-year program at our school and is international gets to apply for that. So, Master of Fine Arts in Filmmaking, what's it about? I put it out there already. I'm not a filmmaker, so some of this stuff doesn't speak as clear to me. But by the end of the first year, you're going to make 11 films. That I can tell you. You start with a very simple format of filmmaking. It's called, it's not up here, but I know what it is. It's called mise en scène. That's the name of our first project, okay? It's a continuous shot, no editing. And so the real bulk of our program is teaching you how to tell a story without words. We want you to be a visual storyteller. So even for the first 4 films, no words, okay? First three films, no sound, okay? In the second film, you start editing together scenes, and then the third scene, I take that back, third scene you add music. It's kind of like a soundtrack. So you start to learn how to sing and put music in the right places. But these first 4 films, no words, okay? A lot of emphasis is on the storytelling, but we don't want your film to rely on words. I mean, that's just not what the art of filmmaking is about. You're using the images and the lights to tell the story. As you move on, storytelling is a very critical component, and a lot of our classwork is based on the screenwriting, and a lot of time is devoted to it. At the end of your program, you will have a full-length feature script that you write. Okay? You also have the option of producing parts of it. There's different ways of producing it. You can do a 30 minutes. You have the option of shooting 30 minutes of your film, or you also have the option of taking a 5th semester, and you're able to film your entire feature. This provides you substantial opportunity to shop your film. We invite industry professionals to the screenings where they see what you're capable of as a filmmaker, and they may be offering you jobs. Studio executives are coming. They love our students because you're coming out fresh from school with enormous experience, and the truth is you'll work for less, but you're starting at a level up. So they want you, and we're giving you the education and the opportunity to build your reel and come out of the program with something significant.